Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and I am Ashik. We have done the basic things. We have installed software, we have done some arithmetic operations and we have worked with variables. In this video we will work with concept of list. To understand what is list, imagine you have different values. You have numbers and strings. If you want to group them together, if you have worked on array in any other language like C, C++, Java, we have the similar and same stuff here. It is list. How do you use list? You can name a list like nums and you have to use a special sign called square bracket. The square bracket means it's a list in Python. I am going to make a list with integer number. I have make a list. Press enter. If I want to print my list, just call the list. The list will be here. Now you remember in the last session we have talked about string, and string is a collection of characters and we can pick up an individual character from the string with the help of index value. Can we do this here? Yes, we can. Here's the num is a list which holds some integer value. If I want to get the first value, my first index number is 0 because in computer numbering is starting with 0, so my nums will start 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. If I want to get the first number of my list, then I should use 0 index value. Look at this, I have got the first index value. If I want to get the last value of my list, then I should use the last index number, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I have got this. In fact, not just last and first value, we can pick up any value from the list. If you want to print something in between the list and then till the end, as like we use in our string. If I want to print first two value, then what should I do now? Oh, my mistake. Yes, I have got the first two value from my list. If I want to use negative value, what will happen? It returns last value of this list, because in list -1 is indicates the last value, and if you want to first value from my list with the negative number, then it will be -6 because it is started from -1 to -6, which -1 is the last one. I have got the first one with the value of -6. I can create a list with a string value, like I want to create a list with some name. I have created a list with a string value. If I want to print this list, just yes, I got the print of string value. I have created already two lists. One is nums and another is names. First one is contain integer value and second one is contain string value. Is it possible to create a list with multiple values? Like I want to create a list with name, integer value and float value. If I press enter, it didn't get me any error. I have created a list with the multi type of value. If I want to print this, yes, I got that answer. That's the beauty of using list, because we have the different data in a list. That's not the case in the any other language like C, C++ or Java. That's not the case of any other language like C, C++ or Java. When we create an array, it has to be same type, but in different thing is Java has object array. But we don't want to discuss about this here. Can we have two lists working together? Let's check it. Yes, it's working. If I print this, then you will get two arrows together. The amazing thing about using list, because we can perform many other operations, because the list has many methods, which is called function. If I want to nums dot, then it will appear in my suggestion box where is append, clear, copy, count, extend. There are many types of function here. You can use this function in your coding. If you won't be able to get the suggestion box, you can press Ctrl and space from your keyboard. Another thing is about the list. It is mutable. What do you mean by mutable? Mutable means you can change your value. So you can change your value in a list. If I want to nums.append, pass a value, press enter, then what will happen? The 88 will be added in the nums list. Check this. There is another option to add is insert. But what is the difference between append and insert? When you use append, the value will be added at the last position of the list. But when you want to add a value in between your list, then you should use insert. Like I just want to add my index number 2 and the value will be 44. Sorry, it's my mistake. So the 44 value is inserted in between the index number value of 1 and 2. You can remove any value from your list. I just want to remove the 44. So the 44 is removed. If you want to delete based on index number, then we should use the function called pop. Pop1 indicates the index number 1 and it is showing the deleting number is 54. So if you check the list, the 54 is removed. We can use pop without index value. If we have learned about data structure, there is a concept about stack, which is last in first out. That means here is a two method. One is push, another is pull. If you use push method, then it will add element in a stack, and if you use pop method, then it will remove element from your stack. So if you use pop without index value, that means the pop will remove the last value of your list. That means you can use this in your stack. If I check this, my last value is 88. That means it removes the 88. If I check my list, the 88 is gone. If I want to delete certain range of list, then we should use the function called del, and range will be want to delete the index 2 to the end. If I check my num, check, it deletes last 2 digit. How can I add multiple values in my list? There is a function called extend. Check the number. Yes, I have added multiple values at a time. So in list you can use inbuilt function to perform certain operations. I just want to know the minimum value in the list. Min is the inbuilt function to check the minimum value, and I just pass the list. If I press enter, it says 22 is the minimum value in this list. If I want to get maximum value, then I can use max function and I got answer. If I want to sum of all the list number, then it will be use sum function. If I want to a sorted list, then I can use sort function. To check this, the list is sorted. So guys, there are a lot of functions you can use in list to perform certain operations. So to practice in your home, and please read more documents. There are many documents are available online, so you can check any documents and you can learn from yourself. I hope you like this video and enjoy this series. Let me know in comment section. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you everyone.